Hey, it's Ryan from UpfitSupply.com, and in this video we're going to be unboxing a Vantech H1 universal ladder rack. Let's get into it. Okay, this is a universal ladder rack from Vantech, meaning it's not made for a specific vehicle. So normally you can buy a Vantech ladder rack for like a ProMaster City or for a Ford Transit or a Ram ProMaster and so on. Now, if you have a vehicle that's non-standard, maybe it's a service body or it's any other application that you'd want to put kind of a crossbar ladder rack on, they make this universal kit. It's just sold in two different length options, and they give you all the hardware that you need to attach it to some type of a structure. Now, the universal kits are offered in two kind of length options. The first is going to be this one, what we have here, which is 42 to 46 inches. So anything within that threshold is going to be this kit. And then they make a longer one, which is for the 56 to 60 inch thresholds as well. So what we have here is actually the aluminum version. That's another nice thing about Vantech, is they offer all of their products, the H1 products, in aluminum or steel, in black or in white. And so this is the aluminum product. It's going to be an extruded piece of aluminum right here. There's a couple of channels in here as well. Got our second bar here. The other thing you can do with Vantech is choose between the number of bars that you want your system to be. So this is a 2-bar kit. You can also get this in 3 bars, I believe. Some applications for like box trucks or larger applications also come in a 4-bar kit as well. Now, so these are going to be our crossbars, and then we're going to have 2 sets of uprights right here, and I believe this will be our hardware. Let's go ahead and open up our uprights. Another nice thing about Vantech is they kind of individually wrap everything in plastic to cut down on scratches and things like that. Now, one thing I didn't mention is this normally ships in a white box that can ship via FedEx, and it's tight, packed very tightly in there, and so I kind of skipped a step in this unboxing. You just took it all out, laid it out here on the workbench so that you could we could get through that part without having to see me struggle opening the main box. So we have our uprights right here. There's a nice V shape, nice platform right here. We do have our eye hooks under here that you can use for strapping things down to the ladder rack and so on. You also have a couple right here. You can also get a rear roller bar accessory for these crossbars, and they'll actually integrate into these holes right here on the rear crossbar. Do have a little plastic or rubberized cap on top to keep out moisture and things like that. And these are going to be our mounting locations. This is where we're going to mount into the application or the vehicle, whatever you may be using this ladder rack for. Second one here should also have another. Like, we do have some hardware for accessories in one of these boxes. We have a cool Vantech sticker included. We've got our hardware right here. First thing in our hardware box is going to be our rubber bar guards. These are actually plastic, I believe, but these go on top of the crossbars. So you can see this kind of has like a channel built into it that slides into the top of our crossbars here. This is going to protect the ladder rack, as well as anything you may be loading onto the ladder rack, like your ladders, and cut down on scratches and things like that. Looks like we do have a couple of foam gaskets right here with some adhesive backing. This is probably going to be used on the bottom side of these. Help make that connection into your application nice and watertight. We got 4 of them, 1 for each upright. Then we're going to have our main hardware pack here for attaching our uprights to the application. Now, the way that these mount to your application is you're going to have a little steel plate like this. You're going to have your uprights. You're going to go through the top of these holes in the uprights with the carriage bolt here. You're obviously going to have your foam gasket in there as well. You're going to go through your applications to the roof or whatever you're mounting to, and then you're going to come through with this plate on the bottom. It's going to clamp up against that mounting surface, and you've got your washers and your lock nuts in there as well to tighten everything down. But that's how these work. It's a universal application, so you're going to have to drill holes into whatever you're mounting this into and attach the ladder rack that way. But they give you all the hardware that you need to do this. Then we also have in here our accessories This is going to be a ladder guide that will go on the crossbar itself. So this mounts on to one of your crossbars like this. There's a little knob and carriage bolt that you can use to tighten this to the crossbar. This is just going to center, usually it's going to center your ladder in between this and one of the uprights. So your ladder is going to be secured this way, so it's not going to slide back and forth on the ladder rack. And then similarly, we have our ladder stopper. Works the same way, except you're going to have a rung of your ladder be pressed up against here, keep it securely in place. And then finally, our hook and loop strap. This is just a Velcro strap that's going to be attached to usually your rear crossbar. Allows you to strap it down, keep it secure in place while you're in transit. Since we have this here, let's go ahead and try a little dry fit, if you will, on how this will come together. The crossbar going into our uprights, like so. And so the closest that these come together is going to be 42 inches. Now, I mentioned that this fits 42 to 46 inches, which means we have basically 2 inches of tolerance on either side. So we can pull this out about 2 inches, there, and that'll get us pretty close to our 46 in between the uprights. So that 42 to 46 measurement is going to be the distance in between these two uprights right here. So just take that in consideration. Now, your mounting locations are pretty much lined up with the side of this. So it's gonna be the same thing in terms of the mounting area that you have to attach this to. So if you've got a surface that's 42, 46 inches wide, this will work perfectly in that application. Now, if your application is shorter than that, let's say you've got 36 inches to work with, what you could do is actually cut this down to size and, put it in right there. If it's longer than that, obviously it's not gonna work, and you could go ahead and go with the 56 to 60 inch, and as long as you're within that tolerance, you need to cut that one down for a measurement in the middle there. You could do that as well. So lots of different options. Again, this is a universal ladder rack. This isn't gonna be for one of the pre-made systems that they have out there for the ProMaster, the Transit, the ProMaster, Sprinter, the smaller compact vans, the ProMaster CV, even some of the pickup trucks they have ladder racks specific for as well. So this is gonna be for those universal applications. Now, if you have a box truck or a trailer, they actually have some pretty long crossbar kits specifically made for box trucks and trailers that allow you to mount on top of the trailer or box truck or on the sides. So be sure to check out that product if you're looking for something that's a little bit more custom for your particular build. Now, if you're looking for this product or any other equipment to get your van or truck ready for work, you probably got it at upfitsupply.com. Again, my name is Ryan. Have a good one.